Good morning, Soul Tribe. This is Tracy with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the subscribes, the views, the likes, the comments, those wonderful comments, the shares. If you have not had an opportunity to subscribe, please do so. I am trying to reach my goal of 2,000. So let's just jump right in and see what the message is that Spirit has for all of us. Desire. Something about what we want. These are definitely wants. These are things that we've been wanting for a long time. These are desires. Something about these desires, they're self-sabotaging. They're working against us. They're keeping us from feeling safe. It's almost like the thing that you can never have is the thing that you want the most. You ever notice that? It's that self-betrayal of thinking, of knowing inside I can never have that, but doing everything in your last breath to try and obtain it. Self-sabotage, what we cannot ever control, what we cannot ever fully have. What else, Spirit? What else? Show me the message. Show me, Spirit. But something that we're doing, something that we're doing, someone we are around, maybe some place that we work, some place that we play, is working against us. And it's time for us to understand that we're worth so much more. So much more. It's time for us to level up, to cut away those things, put those things on that chopping block and cut those things away that no longer serve us, our highest good. And it's time for us to forgive ourselves. It's time. What else, Spirit? It's time that we see the beauty in us and understand that, yes, we can do this regardless of those naysayers around us. It's those naysayers that we don't need to be around. And it's time for us to understand that and to wake up. Let the card fall, Spirit. Thank you. It's time we start loving ourselves fearlessly, ferociously. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what's going on. It's time we love ourselves so much that people know we will fight to defend our own honor so that they don't mess with us. Because whenever we sit there and act like we are accepting of their abuse, of their toxic ways, of them putting us down, we're sabotaging ourselves. It's time that we became grounded in who we are, and what we deserve. To be for real with ourselves. To be really real with ourselves. Not how we want it to be, but how it truly is. Because Once we accept and we become very grounded, we've cut away the nonsense. We understand our worthiness, and we are so devoted to loving ourselves and those that we care for, but making sure that we love ourselves. It allows us to shine bright like a diamond. It allows us to shine in a way that people see that we're creative, that we can bring in and create anything that we want because we believe in ourselves so much. We know how worthy we are. They understand that we we understand that we are of divine lineage. The card did flip. And someone is upset. Someone is enraged. It's this person that wanted you to continue to self-sabotage yourself. They wanted you to continue to think less of yourself and not feel that you're worthy. And it's funny how that rage card hid itself and just came out at the very last minute. So it's almost like the person that is comfortable with you continuing to be stuck in the cycle is not the one that you're going to think of. It's not the one that you're going to believe. But it's going to come out at the last minute. Who really wants you to fail. Who really wants harm to befall on you. So every time you don't truly see your own worthiness, how you need to put yourself first, how you need to become grounded and real with yourself, and how you need not to be afraid to shine. It's important that you see that. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. This person that wants you to stay stuck, wants you to stay confused. Because this person is trying to cause confusion. It's just that you don't see it. Is it because you're not ready to see it? Or is it because your heart doesn't want you to see it? We have the Queen of Swords, the Truth Teller. This is someone who is not really sparing any feelings when she's talking the truth, but she's telling the truth. This is someone who's connected. This is someone who is wise. This is someone who has that sage advice. This is that advice that could hurt, but it's the truth. And this person told you about this confusion. This person told you about who it is that's causing the confusion and how this person wants to keep you stuck. How this person wants to keep you isolated. And I feel like someone is starting to wake up to that truth. Someone is starting to have an awakening. Someone is starting to understand that Nobody else is coming to save them. That it's up to them. It's up to them with their own worthiness, with their own fearless love, with their own grounding. Up to them to accept what Spirit is providing to them. This could be a new beginning. Maybe someone is moving into a new house. But it's someone else that secretly doesn't want you to shine. Maybe you are becoming king of your own castle now. Maybe this gift was bestowed to you. Maybe you understand now that in order for you to leave this conflict, you're going to have to be the king of, or queen, however it fits, of your own castle. And maybe you were afforded that. Maybe you're getting ready to move. But whatever it is, someone is looking at you and they're trying to figure you out. It's like they understand that you are an earth angel. And they understand certain things certain privileges that come with you now. But they understand that they tried to take advantage of it and they were caught. Someone, they helped you to self-sabotage. It's like they were so angry at themselves, they wanted to help you be angry at you too. They were playing victim mode. They wanted you to play victim too. It was somebody who was all in their ego, who was weak, who was timid, who was very controlling, who tried to control you because this person felt out of control. They didn't want you to be happy. They wanted you to be burdened. They wanted you to feel like you owed them something. You owe it to them in order for you to reach this level of happiness. That you have to make them happy in order for you to be happy. And that's just not the case. They wanted you to forever be seeking their approval. And that's just not the case. It's only meant for you to seek your own approval. To go to the beat of your own drum. To do as you want to do. Not as someone expects you to do. It's like they were allowing someone else to control them, and they were like dummying down for a long time. Trying not to shine too much, not to do too much, not to be too much. For the sake of someone else's approval. For the sake of someone else acting like, oh, now I finally accept you. Now I finally love you. Now you can finally reach me if you do this. Someone It's like they finally woke up and realized that this person was never going to be there, was never going to approve of them, was never going to give to them. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. I mean, seriously. Someone had to realize someone was just trying to create illusions because they wanted them to be like secluded and just trying to try so hard to be with them, for them, whatever, that they lost sight of everything and everyone else. This person wanted control. They didn't want someone to see that they were worthy. They didn't want someone to see that who they are. Thank you, Spirit. But someone did. Someone saw how worthy they were. Someone decided that it was time for them to love themselves and to make these situations that work for them, and to leave situations and people that didn't. They made these head over heart decisions with all their relationships. It's like this person, and they were protected, spiritually protected. They got grounded. They looked at all those relationships and they chose the best thing for themselves. They chose the best thing for themselves, and that was to work on their own, to start over with their own. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Someone realized something that someone said. It was the truth. Made this person start thinking, going back, start getting grounded in life, in honesty, in integrity. Started thinking about their own family and what they wanted to, and what they were working on, and how they wanted to be successful in raising their children, and things that they see, it's like they see how hard someone else worked and doing for the family, or raising family, or just reaching a level of independence. They see how hard someone else worked, and it's almost like now they realize that they can do the same, that they need to do the same, that it's time for them to be the king of their own castle. It's almost like Spirit is telling them it's time for them to get up, stop being lazy, and do it. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is really talking to this person, because this person was confused for a while, thinking that, okay, it was going to be like this and it was going to be like that, but they saw whenever they got into it, it was nothing like it. It was nothing but a lie. It was nothing but an extra set of burdens that this person didn't ever want or sign up for. They saw who this person was that was helping them to self-sabotage themselves, because this person wasn't happy with them. What was supposed to have been a wish fulfillment turned into a headache. A headache. What was supposed to have been something to help somebody? No. No. What was supposed to have been balance and everything? No, it wasn't. It was confusion. It left somebody out in the cold. It depleted somebody's funds. It left somebody regretting even making this move. They're sitting here thinking, what the hell was I thinking? This was supposed to have been something that was balanced, but it wasn't. And here they are, looking all depressed, looking all upset, looking all out of balance, looking like they need some healing, looking like they're confused. But then they had to remember, wait a minute. I know what I have to do. Like I said, they saw somebody else do it. They saw somebody else who wasn't afraid to get out there and do the damn thing. They saw somebody else who had the strength and who had the courage and who had to get out there and do whatever this empress needed to do. They saw that. They saw that how this person, was giving, was fair, was honest, was, I believed in God. I always had faith. Always had faith that everything was going to work out. And always told you exactly what you needed to hear. The truth. This was somebody that loved them, but this is somebody that they didn't appreciate loving them. They appreciate it now. Now they see that that person was only helping them and not hurting them. So that's whenever this person decided to have a little bit of an ego death. What was supposed to have been such a happy occasion, a dream come true, wish fulfillment turned into a headache. Turned it into them feeling like they were straight up in hell. What else, Spirit? Let's get some wisdom of the oracle. What else? Yeah, it's time to stop self-sabotaging. It's time to get real with self. Because ain't nobody going to do you like you do you. Someone is between worlds right now. They're leaving that old life. They're realizing they're waking up. They're cutting away and they're going towards where they need to be. Where they feel like they are at peace. Someone is thinking about their tribe. They're thinking about what tribe really truly means. And it ain't about who's got the most amount of money and bullshit stuff like tangible shit. It's who does you right. Truth be told, who's telling you the truth about everything? It may not be what you want to hear, but truth be told, it's exactly what the doctor ordered to keep you alive. Truth be told. And someone is understanding that the truth was always told to them. They were just too stubborn to listen. So here they go to the sea. Truth be told, they should have gone to the sea a long time ago. But thank God they're gone to the sea now. Spirit is taking them out of this situation because now they have a realization about some communication regarding some important information. That communication could have come from a very intuitive female. This is something that was meant for them to receive in the right light. This is something that they are now receiving as it was always intended. This is helpful information. And this is happening here and now. Someone is having a rebirth here and now. They've let their ego die. And now they are poised to step into their new world, to come to the edge and to shine, and to give it all they've got. Because once they give it all they've got, Spirit helps them to remind them how blessed they are. This person needs to understand that they can do it. They don't need anyone to hurt them. They only need those that are going to help them. And sometimes the help comes as sage advice, things that we don't want to hear. But sometimes that sage advice is exactly what we need to hear to save our soul.